Hi there, it's me, Viv. Today's video is about an aardvark who will do anything to get a dog, and another story about the little sister who copies the aardvark's every move. Let's get started. Arthur imagines his baby sister crying in a tree. That's a little morbid, but he only has the scenario in mind in order to prove how useful a dog can be. How a dog of his very own can benefit everyone in his family. If it's not obvious already, Arthur wants a dog more than anything in the world. DW is very aware about this, without Arthur having to say a word about it. Arthur tries to ask DW to keep it a secret from his parents until he is ready to tell them himself. But she breaks his trust as easily as his model airplane, and Arthur has to quickly land on his feet as he tells his parents that he would be excellent at taking care of his future dog. After his parents talk it over, they agree that their eldest child can have the dog that he desires, but he has to prove himself worthy of taking care of one. Arthur has no idea how to prove to his parents that he is responsible enough to take care of a dog of his very own. DW suggests that he should get a job, not only proving that he's worthy, but to also pay back the $7 he owes her. For some reason. Why did he borrow $7 from her? Weird. Arthur thinks this over with his friends on the playground, but none of their suggestions seems to be the right fit for him. Not until Francine tells him that he should get a job that he likes. It all becomes clear to him. The business that will prove himself worthy is a pet business. The best business. He makes flyers with Francine, with the flyers excluding his phone number, expecting everyone in Elwood City to know his phone number. Main characters. Am I right? He finally gets a call from his very first customer, who happens to be Mrs. Wood, who needs someone to take care of her dog for $10. But her dog, Perky, is mean. More mean than usual. Before Arthur takes Perky home with him, he learns right away that Perky is high maintenance. Very high maintenance. Arthur takes care of her, and soon many more animals. From a turkey to a snake and a few bathtub-loving frogs. All of it is a lot. So, he asks DW for help. The one person who would do anything for her older brother. For money, that is. For $3 per week. Arthur takes excellent care of Perky. But it doesn't seem to be enough. She just gets angrier, making Arthur believe that he is unworthy of taking care of a dog of his very own. On the day Perky leaves Arthur forever and gets $10 for it, Arthur is in a glum mood. But it gets even worse when Arthur can't find her anywhere. But not all hope is lost when he finally finds her in the living room behind the purple armchair and quickly makes her and her newborn puppies comfortable. Mrs. Wood gives Arthur the $10 she owes him and offers Arthur a reward for helping Perky and her 3 puppies, with the reward being one of the puppies. He is surprised by this offer and doesn't know if it's alright with his parents, but it is alright, and Arthur is very happy. He wonders what the name of his new puppy will be once the puppy is old enough to leave their mother. DW suggests $10. Arthur isn't thrilled by that new name, but DW wasn't suggesting a new name and says that he owes her $10. $7 that he owed her before he started his own pet business, and the $3 he owed her for the first week of being his assistant. Arthur doesn't care that he has to give up his $10, because in a few weeks, he will get his very own puppy. This is a really good episode. A lot of stuff happens in this short episode of 11 minutes, and it works really well. Next episode. Arthur wishes DW was different. From the personality of the smartest kid in his class to a cart-pulling donkey. Anything would be an improvement. But Arthur learns the hard way as to why that's a terrible idea. Arthur is bored and is desperate to not be bored anymore. But he isn't desperate enough to play with the embodiment of annoyance. Until he realizes that he can't think of any other option. He tries to play with her, but he draws the line at equal rights for babies who can play baseball. Arthur calls DW a baby, and she proves herself not being one by doing a handstand. Arthur is not impressed. Later, while DW watches Mary Moo Cow, Arthur changes the channel to watch a very important Bionic Bunny special. But DW wants none of that and isn't understanding of what Arthur wants. And Arthur isn't understanding of what DW wants. They fight over the surprisingly strong remote with all their might. Then their mom settles the dispute by asking who was there first, which happened to be DW, making Arthur unhappy about it. He is so unhappy that he sticks around in the den, moping, not being the bigger man at all. This makes DW unhappy as well, stating that he doesn't like doing anything with her anymore. Arthur tells her that the things that she likes are boring and not interesting like the things that he likes. In a brief moment, DW comes up with a diabolical plan when she asks if that will get him to play with her. And all the pieces fall into place when he says, sure. Supposedly the next day, the Reed family spend their day at the park. And the whole time, DW keeps changing her mind and ends up wanting and doing the same things that Arthur wants to do. Back home, with it being the same day or the next day, Arthur is disappointed to see her watch TV. Why can't she ever read a book? Or at least pretend to read one? But his disappointment quickly disappears when he realizes that she's watching something that's actually interesting. Everything seems fine at first. But then DW starts wearing the same clothes as him and wearing similar glasses as him. It gets even worse when DW starts to hang out with his friends, which almost ruins his social status with his friends. He tells his parents about this and they tell him to fix this problem himself. He tells DW that she's annoying him and doesn't care about her not liking the same things that he likes. DW calls him out on the thing he said about her not liking anything interesting like he does. And Arthur apologizes for that and promises to hang out with her sometimes. DW decides to stop copying him and wear her normal clothes again. But it's not over yet. This plan of hers is still diabolical. And DW only had done this for two reasons: to hang out with her older brother more, and to trick him into watching Bionic Bunny, a lot of it. And DW used that against him in order to watch just as much Mary Moo Cow. A lot of Mary Moo Cow. With DW using what their mom had said to her about watching the same amount of Mary Moo Cow as Arthur's Bionic Bunny. Well played, DW. Well played. This episode is fine. It's not the absolute best. It is funny at times. I guess there's an important lesson about it being okay with other people being different than you, which can easily go over kids' heads. And mine too when I was younger. because I didn't watch this show for the important life lessons. What life lessons? I'm only here because I don't learn anything at all. At least it felt like I wasn't learning anything. Other than the funny moments and the life lesson at the end, it's an okay episode. That's my episode review of episode 5. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye!